Hi, my name is John Kim, and today I will be presenting my final project at the Getty Center. It was a sunny day when I arrived at the Getty Center, sitting high in the hills of Los Angeles. As I approached to the museum, one of the first things I noticed was the museum itself. The buildings, gardens, open spaces, and even the way everything was arranged made me feel like every corner of the Getty was a work of art. I chose Getty because it has a large variety of artworks from different time period, cultures, and artistic styles. I felt that having so many different type of art in one place would give me a better opportunity to explore the museum and find something that I really caught my attention. Here are some of the pictures that I took, sharing the beautiful moment with you guys. As I walked through the different galleries, I came across many interesting artwork, but one painting stood out to me more than the other. It was portrait of Leonelia, Princess of Winstein by Franz Xavier Winterhalter. What interested me about this painting was that there seems to be much more going on than just a portrait of princess. If we look at the painting without knowing anything about Leonelia, we can already learn something about how she is being presented. Her dress, pearls, furniture, and surrounding all suggest wealth. But I think her pose is even more interesting. She is stretched across the sofa and looks very comfortable and confident. For a formal portrait from the 1800s, this was not typical way to present a woman from the era. So those details are not just decorations. Together they create a certain image of Leonelia for the viewer. To understand why she looks this way, we also need to know who created the portrait and who it was created for. Winterhalter built his career painting royalty families across Europe. He understood how to present his subject in a ways that emphasized their beauty and status. Leonilla also had an extremely high social position, and the Getty point out that this gave Winterhalter more freedom to use such an unusual, sensual pose. So I don't think the portrait should be understood like a photograph documenting Leonilla. It was a carefully constructed presentation of her. Now, who controls the representation? This is where anthropology changed the question I asked about the painting. Throughout this course, especially when we studied Nanook of the North, we saw that representation depending on who is creating the image and what they choose to show. With Leonilla, there are actually several layers. Winterhalter created the painting, her family commissioned it, the social around them had certain ideas about beauty, gender, and social status. And today, the Getty provides the historical information that helps us interpret it. That made me realize there may not be one simpler answer to who the real Leonilla was based on this portrait alone. In the end, I think this portrait tells us just as much about the world around Leonilla as it does about Leonilla herself. Her wealth affected how she could be represented. Ideas about gender influenced how unusual her pose was. Winterhalter's choice shaped the identity we see, and the Getty's interpretation influenced how we understand that identity today. This is where I see connection between art and culture. Art preserves more than someone's appearance. It can preserve the value, social structures, and ideas of the society that produces it. That is what I took away from studying Portrait of Leonilla. Thank you. These are my references. Thank you so much for listening.